Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving deep into a really exciting idea for the future of online media. We're talking about a vision that wants to put the power right back into the hands of creators. This isn't just a minor update we're looking at, it's a potential ground-up rebuild of how the content you love gets made, delivered, and paid for.
And it all really starts with this one simple question. I mean, think about it. You see your favorite creators pulling in millions, sometimes tens of millions of views. But have you ever stopped to wonder, how much of that value are they actually seeing? That massive gap between the value created and the money earned? Well, that's the core problem we're going to unpack today.
And that question leads us right here. Because according to the source material we're digging into, this system we all use every single day, the centralized model, is fundamentally broken, especially for the creators who are its lifeblood. So let's just lay it all out. What we have right now is a system where creators get, pennies on the dollar for their work. A handful of massive companies get to be the judge, jury, and executioner with secret algorithms and the power to deplatform anyone. Oh, and our personal data? That's not ours. It's the product being bought and sold. And on a technical level, it's surprisingly fragile. One CDN outage and huge chunks of the internet can just go dark. It's a system full of bottlenecks.
Okay, so if the current setup is the problem, what's the answer? Well, this brings us to the big idea, the decentralized solution. The vision here is to completely flip the script. Instead of a top-down, corporate-controlled model, we're talking about a peer-to-peer network, a whole new ecosystem built from day one to serve creators first.
And this quote from the source material really nails the mission. Direct interaction, what's that mean? It means no more giant middleman taking a massive cut. Immutable is just a way of saying that once a creator hits publish, their work can't be secretly messed with. And when you pair that with censorship resistant, you get a world where no single company can just snap its fingers and make content disappear. It's about giving creators real, actual ownership.
That all sounds great, right? Almost too good to be true. So the real question is, how does it all work? How do you run a streaming service without a central company? This is where we get into the engine of the whole thing. A concept the white paper is called proof of useful work.
Now, you might have heard of Bitcoin's proof of work, right? Where computers all over the world burn massive amounts of energy just to solve these random math puzzles. It works for security, but it's incredibly wasteful. This new idea, proof of execution, is completely different. Here, the computers on the network secure everything by doing the actual job of the service, things like transcoding and delivering video. The security and the service are the exact same thing. It's a genius way to turn all that computing power into something genuinely useful. So here's what that looks like in practice, broken down into 4 pretty simple steps. First, a creator uploads their work and sets their terms, like the price, in a smart contract. 2, you, the viewer, click play. A node somewhere on the network grabs that content and delivers it to you. 3, other nodes on the network verify that the job was done correctly. And 4, the moment it's verified, boom, the payment automatically flows to the creator and the node that did the work. It's all transparent and automated.
So we've got the tech down, but what does all of this mean for people's wallets, for the economy of being a creator? Well, let's talk about the new creator economy this kind of system could build, because it really redefines who gets paid and why. The entire ecosystem is powered by its own native token. And as you can see, this isn't just some speculative coin. It's the literal lifeblood of the network. Viewers use it to pay for content. Creators get paid in it. The people running the computers, the node operators, are rewarded with it for their work. You can even use it to vote on the future of the platform. Every single piece of this pie has a real, tangible purpose.
And this table really just spells out the what's in it for me for everybody. For creators, it's simple. You get paid directly, fairly, based on how much people watch your stuff. For the node operators, you get paid for contributing your computer's resources. For us, the viewers, we get more privacy and transparent pricing. And for developers, it's an open playground to build new things without getting locked into some big tech ecosystem. It's designed to be a win-win where everyone who adds value gets rewarded.
But of course, an idea this ambitious isn't going to build itself overnight, so let's get real for a minute. It's going to require a solid plan, and we have to be honest about the challenges and the risks that are involved. And according to the source material, this isn't just some pipe dream. There's a real roadmap in place. They're targeting the middle of 2025 for getting the core technology built and into testing. By the end of that year, the plan is to launch the main network and start bringing creators on board. And then in 2026, the big push is for mainstream adoption and handing over governance to the community.
Okay, but let's address the elephant in the room.
Anytime you're building a new financial system on the internet, you absolutely have to talk about security. It's the most important question you can ask. How do you stop the bad guys from breaking it?
And the white papers tackle this directly. To stop something called a Sybil attack, which is just a fancy name for one person creating thousands of fake accounts to cause chaos. The system requires an economic stake. Basically, it makes it way too expensive to cheat. To stop hacks on the bridges that connect to other networks, it uses multiple layers of verification and serious financial penalties for bad behavior. And finally, to make sure the content itself isn't manipulated, every single piece of data is cryptographically signed, like a digital fingerprint, proving that what you're seeing is exactly what the creator uploaded.
And all of this, the problems, the tech, the new economy, it brings us to this one final massive question. What kind of future are we building? Is it one where our entire digital lives are streamed to us by a handful of gatekeepers? Or will it be a future that's shared by many, built on a foundation that's more open, more fair, and more direct? It's a huge question, and one this technology is forcing all of us to think about. Thanks so much for joining me.